Today we are going to be talking about contour for light skin. Also, I'm going to tell you where I apply my contour. So if you want to find out my contour hacks, just keep watching. Hey everybody, how are my Glow Tarts doing today? I hope everybody's well. For those of you that are new, my name is Mandy and welcome to the video. One of the hardest things that it was to learn when I was learning how to do makeup was my contour. I couldn't quite get it exactly right, if that makes any sense, or if you know what I mean. Like, I thought contour and bronzing was kind of the same things. They're both dark shades, they both go on your cheeks. So in all these years, I have figured out that bronzer and contour are two different things. And I will tell you exactly what I learned in a hopefully short video. I don't want to keep y'all here too long. For us light skinned gals, it's kind of hard to find the right contour shade. And plus, I want to show you where I put it because everybody's face is shaped differently. So I'm going to show you where I put mine. Now mine is kind of round, I think. It's round. Yeah, it's round. But I'm going to show you some of my favorite contour shades and I'm going to tell you where I put them. So let's get started. First, let me give you a brief history of what contour is. Now, contour, usually you want to be a matte shade. You usually want it to be 2 shades darker than your normal skin tone. Now, I have used shimmer contours before, and they are trash. They are shit. They look so bad on me. So, try to make sure that you use a matte contour. And if you want to use a little bit of shimmer, make sure you keep it for the bronzer because I think shimmer bronzers are absolutely stunning. So guys, I will show you one of my favorite contour shades, and it's a bronzer. First of all, you can see how wore it is. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and mine's just the Chocolate Soleil. This, guys, I find is the perfect shade for my skin tone. It is a couple of shades darker than my skin tone. It is completely matte. For fair to light skin, you always want to make sure you use a cool toned brown, something with a grayish undertone. What you're doing is you're trying to mimic a natural shadow. That's exactly what it's used for. So it is made for sculpting and contouring, ergo contour. Contouring, sculpting, whatever, you are shaping your face with this, so you want it to look like a natural shadow. And shadows, of course, have got that grayish undertone too. This is one of my favorite ones. Now, there is also cream contours, or you can use powdered contours. For people with dry skin, that they would want to use a creamed contour. For people with oily skin, you want to go toward a powdered contour. Now, I have combo skin, so for us, we could use either or. We could use both if we wanted to go really dramatic, depending on the look, whatever you wanted to do. Now, again, contour is to sculpt and shape your face and mimic shadows, and bronzers is just to warm up your face, like the sun done it. Yeah, it's pretty ironic that my favorite contour shade is an actual bronzer. But I'll show you a couple of more of my favorites. Now, I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you. I've got a couple of Tartes in here, and I just love them. It's like they have conquered the contour shade. Now, this is the Tarteist Pro Glow, the Pro Glow palette thingy majiggy. Now, this is one of my favorite contour and highlight palettes. And I'll tell you this because it does have a powdered contour shade that is perfect for my skin tone. And it's also got a cream shade that is also perfect. Now, again, and let me fill you in. If you are using a cream, now that is automatically going to look a lot darker than 2 shades darker than your skin tone. But remember, you are blending it out, so it is not going to look that dark after blended out. But these two are exact. They're perfect for me, just absolutely beautiful. And I'll show you one that is even more I'm in love with. I am in love with even more. It is another Tarte palette. Now, this is the face shaping palette or whatever. You know, I've done a look, and I will link that either above here or down below in the description box. I've done a whole video doing a whole look with this. Brows, lips, face, everything with just this palette. One of my favorite contour shades, and you can tell because it's got a big dent in it, is is the shade Desert. Now that is that shade right there in the middle. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. It blends out beautifully. It's nice, buttery, creamy. And both of this palette and this palette, and also my Chocolate Soleil, they all three smell like chocolate. And I don't know if that's a thing with me or what, but the shades and the formulas of these three powders is beautiful. Now, guys, a lot of times I will go ahead, I'll do both. If I've got time to do both, I'm cream contouring and I'm also powder contouring. And I'll show you a few tricks if you do get heavy-handed. Now, the next one is another palette, and it's got one of my favorite contour shades, and it is LA Colors. I love them. But you need to straighten up them palettes y'all just put out. Now, this is the I Love Makeup Contour Palette. Now, mine is in light to medium. And I'm pretty sure I don't have to point out the shade that I use for my contour. But it is absolutely perfect. I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, this looks like a natural shadow. I mean, just natural. It really does. And I know there is nothing natural about makeup at all. So let's get that straight here. But if I go in with a light hand, it looks very natural. And I think I could pull it off like I ain't got no makeup on. Now, there is a shade in the Makeup Revolution palette. This is their Iconic Lights and Contour Pro Contour Palette. Now, try that's a tongue twister. Now, one of my favorite contour shades is in this also, and it would be this last shade right here. Now, the couple of them that also have dents in them, I do use those for bronzers because they pull more toward the orangey side. But I think this right here is a beautiful contour shade. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of my favorite cream contour shades. And then I'll show you where I put them. Now, the first one is the Wet n Wild. Do y'all remember these sticks? I know y'all do. I know y'all do. Don't act like you don't have them. You don't use them. Now, this is and you know, it's rubbed off. So, I don't even know what they are no more. The Mega Glow Sticks. I'm sorry. Now, this is a contour stick, and this is in shade 805, Call Me Maple. Now, guys, I know this looks a little bit dark in the tube, but again, they blend out, so your cream contour can be a bit darker. They can be a bit darker than 2 shades darker than your skin, but this blends into a beautiful color. And the thing I love about cream contours is because they look a little bit more natural than a powdered contour, but I still powder contour every time I do it anyways. I just cannot leave well enough alone. I'm like one of those people, I'm like, oh, it looks good, but I'm still going to add more. I'm still going to add more. And then I look like a clown. I look like this, guys. Can't help it. It's in my blood. Next favorite one is another Wet n Wild, and I love these. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Dual-Ended Contour Stick. Don't that sound like a superhero? I swear it does. Now, this does have a highlight side, and if you could tell, I'm almost, well, I am out. But I love the highlight side too, so. But the contour shade is very nice, cool toned, and it does have the grayish undertones to it, and it just makes for a beautiful contour, makes a natural shadow, easy to blend out. And these actually wear fairly good to be cream contours, because cream contours, they really don't last that long. But these actually have a little bit of time in them. Now, one of my all-time favorites is the Hard Candy. Now, this is their Highlight and Contour Face Duo Stick, and mine is in shade Light. And, of course, I'm out of both sides of this also. But, I don't know, I'm going to get close-ups, pictures of these, and I'm going to show you swatches and everything else. But, again, this does have those grayish undertones, a cool tone and brown. And they just give you a beautiful contour. I mean, they just shape your face just perfect. Now, another one is another LA Colors. And I'm loving that. Most of this stuff is drugstore, so I do love that. This is the LA Colors Contour Stick. It's in shade Medium. Now, these are their big old crayon sticks. And again, I grabbed an empty one. I don't know why I've done that. But again, it does have a beautiful tone to it, grayish undertone to it. And it also makes the perfect contour color. And I love it. Guys, this has got to be like my favorite cream contour stick. Now, this is Laritzi, and this is their shade Sticks, and this is in shade Aloha. Yeah, Aloha. I love the packaging of Laritzi. I think they got some awesome products. But look at that. Now that I know looks a little bit dark, but it blends into the most beautiful cream contour you've ever seen in your life. I think this lasts the longest. Out of all those sticks, it lasts the longest, but it gives you the most natural contour look that there is, and I just love it. Guys, now I am going to kind of tell you where I put my contour. I'll slip in a couple of, now there are, like I said, everybody's got a different face shape, so depending on what you want to look smaller, because that is what contour is going to do. It is either going to give you dimples and make your face go in, or it is going to pull it back like, no, don't look at me. Don't look at that. That's gone. That's not there. Like, thin out your face, if you get what I'm saying. So a lot of people, if they got a really big forehead, what they are going to do is they are going to contour their forehead. Now, usually I do it too, and I don't really think my forehead's that big, so I don't know why I do it. I do it just because I can. I do it because I can, that's why. And so I'm going to start by telling you the places that I contour, and I'll show you graphs, or I'll show you on my face, or whatever I'm going to show you. Okay, first of all, you want to start on your cheekbones. Now, of course, you can see your cheekbone, and right here, I don't know if you can see my contour or not, and I did cream and powder contour today. So, what I do is I start at the top of my ear, and I bring it down, and I go straight down toward my mouth. And sometimes I will put like a little curve in it going down toward the chin. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm not doing this to y'all. I want to show you where I cream contour. I know I'm fixing to look like a mess. Okay, this is what I do. I start at the top of my ear, and I always want to make sure that this part is thicker than the one that's going down. I want this to kind of taper down. So we're going to thicken this up. We're going to use, matter of fact, almost the whole stick. And then we're going to kind of release the stick. Now sometimes I will do it like this. A lot of times I will cream contour like that, or contour like that, period. And the other times I'll start at the top of my ear, and again, you want that to be the biggest part of the contour, and then I'll just want it straight in my mouth. But you want it to taper off, like the closer you get to your mouth or wherever, you want it to kind of taper off. Okay, another place that I will do it is I will put a little bit right there, because I want this to look really sharp. I want a really sharp jawline, and then I will put a dot right here to kind of go with that sharpness. And of course, I'll do the other side like that also. And then this part right here, I do sink that in just a little bit. And then I'll come up here and I will dot this. And like I said, I don't think I have a big forehead, but I still do it anyways. I will also do that on the other side. Now, I do contour my nose too, and I will show you a quick contour of the nose, but I think I got a video out about that, just contouring the nose, and if I don't, I will have sometime or another. But on my nose, I do love to contour, and I usually take a brush instead of using this big old stick because it is kind of big for the nose. But I'll kind of give you an idea as I'll just go down that part and then kind of curve in. And then I will come up here and I will just kind of stop it right here. Like, I will put a little bit of the contour right there, and every once in a while, guys, if I'm wanting my nose to look extra thin, I will kind of color this part in a little bit more. And then I will use the line. I will put a line right there. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'll darken it up. And what this does, gives you the button nose. So, I don't do the button nose one all the time, but I do contour it all the time. Another place that I contour, guys, I'll put one line where your Cupid's bow is, where your nose meets your lip, that little indentation. I will put a little bit of contour inside of that and on the outside of those two lines, just to make that look like my lip is, it just gives you a fuller top lip when you do that. And also another one on the bottom and just right up under the middle part of your lip right there. And that's just going to give you a plumper pout, if you will, juicier lips. And I just think it looks absolutely gorgeous. Yes, that is the places that I cream contour. And no, I'm not even blending it in. That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it helped you out a little bit, and I hope the graphs that I put up also helped you too, into kind of showing you what type of face that you do have. So if you did enjoy the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel and become part of the Glow Tart family. We would love to have you, and I love you guys so, so much, and I will see you next video. Bye, guys. Hey, everybody. Oh, shit. I forgot to change my shirt to make it look like a different day. That's better.